So you inherited a home and you don't know what to do with it, or if you're going to have to pay capital gains tax. Well, I'm not an accountant. I'm not giving you accounting advice. I would check with your CPA if you have one. If you don't, check with a local CPA. But when it comes to inherited homes, there are pros and cons to handling an inherited home. Most of the time, an inherited home usually gets put on the market and sold. But a lot of people have concerns about if they're going to owe money on the property. So say, for instance, your grandmother or your aunt or your uncle leaves you a property and you don't know what to do with it because you're afraid you're going to have to pay taxes on that. Well, there's something called a step-up basis. So what this means is, say you inherit a home and the value of it at the time you inherit that home is $500,000. Now, if you turn around and sell that home for $700,000, you will be responsible for the difference of that $200,000 from 500 to 700. Okay? Now, if you inherit that home and it's valued at $500,000 and you sell it for $400,000, well then you may actually have a tax deduction that you can take or take over time. Now, if you sell it at the actual cost, the step-up basis it's called, because your heir probably or your relative probably bought it for $100,000 30 years ago, most likely. But they look at today's value. So if you inherit a home and you decide to sell it and it's valued at $500,000 and you sell it at $500,000, then there is no capital gains. See, as long as you sell it for the value you sold it at. Typically what some people do is they sell it for a lot more and they're okay with paying the capital gains because they made their money on the sale of the property. So they inherited the home, they sold it for more than what it was valued at, and they have to pay the taxes on that. Now, what the other option is to take the home, clean it up, and keep that as a rental property and use it as cash flow. That's an even better option if you want to be a built-in landlord. And if you have any questions about that, it's Matt DeFede with Living in Nutley, Realty Executives, Elite Homes. Have a great day.